Hello, welcome back. It's me. Today I want to talk about a visit I had 2 nights ago. I always say that I don't want to talk about the small ones, although they're important. But I figured I would do one. I hadn't done one in I don't know how long. I was sleeping, of course, and woke up to some little, not strong vibrations in my stomach. They've been working on my stomach for a while. I don't know what's going on. But I woke up to some vibrations, and I laid there awake with my eyes closed, because usually, not always, when I have the vibrations going on in my body somewhere, when I open my eyes or move, they stop and go away, and that's it for the rest of the night. But I laid there with my eyes closed for a while. Evidently, I was laying on one side too long. I have inflamed nerves in my hips, and so when I lay on one side too long, my hip will start hurting pretty bad. So I shifted and they stopped, and I verbally said out loud, well, not like loud, but said softly, I should say, please don't stop and come back and continue. And they did. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should start saying that, because usually I would say it in my head, because I know they can read your thoughts, but I am not 100% sure about every being being able to read your thoughts. I will throw out there 2 points that would give you a reason why I may think that way. One is, when I was younger, I used to mess around with the Ouija board, and I had found out through experimenting that they could read your thoughts. I would think a question in my head, and they would give the answer on the board. And I wouldn't tell the other person what that question was, because we both thought we were pushing the planchette, and we weren't. And then another thing, you always hear that extraterrestrials can communicate with you through thought. So in that manner, they have to, if it's through thought, it's through both of you, and they're not verbally out loud communicating. So that's 2 reasons why I feel that way. It was vibrating, and it felt like everything on the inside of my stomach, from my rib cage to my hip bones, were flopping around. And of course, it was painless. They are all painless every time they come in and work on me, minus the times where they were working on my back and felt like they bumped a nerve or something, and it was a jolt, shock feeling shooting down my leg. And then once, when they were working on my foot, they stuck something in my heel, and that it was uncomfortable, but very short-lived. And the next day, I found dry blood on my heel. Yeah, I was laying there and trying to stay awake, because, as you know, I take sleeping pills, and it felt like things were just flopping around, going one direction and then another. It felt like it was going in circles. I even felt it clear to my back. From my stomach to the back, to my back. None of it was uncomfortable or hurt. It was all painless. It felt like a baby flopping around, dancing in your stomach. I don't know what's going on. I do know I have heartburn a lot lately. I don't think that's it, because they weren't working that high up in my stomach. I don't know what else could be going on. I don't know if they're working on a chakra. I don't know. I just had a job interview, and I had to turn it down. It was at a hotel, 32 hours a week, and online it said between 13 to 15 an hour. And I thought, well, my interview, I'm going to suggest, since it's only 32 hours, I'm going to ask if I can have the 15 an hour. Well, she said they don't offer 15 an hour. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, that's not what the website said. And on top of that, I would have to drive 35 minutes from home to there. And I'm like, it's not worth it for 32 hours a week at 13 an hour. I couldn't make ends meet. Although I thought I'd work temporarily in that position until I got another one. So I'm still looking for a job. In Sedona, it was so easy to get a job. It was so easy. But here, since I've been back, even before I left, it's really hard to get a job. In Sedona, I heard a lot of people tell me that they said it was easy to get a job because nobody wanted to work after the pandemic. Well, the pandemic's still going, but I don't even know I don't know if I'm supposed to say the P word or not. You know, the global thing going on. I hear some YouTubers say you can't, or it won't be monetized. I don't know. That's one of my recent visits. I don't know if they come to me and I just sleep through it. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they're always with me. I know my guides are. Sometimes I wonder, you know, I have a Ring camera, indoor camera. I set it up and I turn it on every now and then. And I had it on the other night, and there's orbs that go through the room all the time. So there's something with me all the time. Now, I've heard that there are spirits and angels, multidimensional. I don't know. All I know is I have a lot of orbs going around, and I hear what sound like voices. I'm fortunate, I guess. Other than that, I have nothing much going on. I'm trying to be more in a positive frame of mind. Here lately, I've been struggling. It's easy to become very negative. It really is. And it's really hard to come out of that process. I was positive for so long, and then shortly before I went to Sedona, I was negative because I had to get out of the atmosphere I was in. And when I got there, it was a roller coaster. And for many reasons, not just one. So coming back, I become negative all the time. So now I'm trying to pick myself back up, and it's a struggle. Not having a job it doesn't say a lot, but it says a lot about my mental health. Although I'm still not depressed, I just feel down. Sometimes I really struggle. I apply for jobs every day, so hopefully I'll get one where I can start buying things for my apartment and then move into the apartment. I will have to get a really cheap one that I don't want to say I'm embarrassed of it, but it's like in my opinion, it's like a poverty apartment. And I say that because they're run down, they're cheap, they're not well kept, and their closets is a pole. It's a pole in the bathroom, no door, nothing hiding your clothes, nothing, but that's your closet. A pole in the bathroom. And I don't like that, because, there's things that I don't wear. For instance, I'm just going to say, there's a dress that I don't wear in the summer because it's going to be cold. And that, my opinion is, if you're showering and you keep the bathroom door closed while you're showering, everything's collecting moisture off and on through the whole season. I would feel that it would be kind of moldy. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just how I feel. But I'll have to take one of those apartments. And so I want to get a lot of nice things. I'm not saying top notch. There's a couch in Walmart that I'm willing to get. I'm willing to get a nice couch at a donation place. Not Goodwill. Goodwill here is horrible. But there's another place similar to Goodwill. I'll get my couch from there. I want to get pretty lamps. I want to get pretty this, pretty that, Because if I'm going to live in a building, apartment like that, I want nice things in it so I can feel good about living there. Once I move in, I'm not going to have extra money to get things that I really want. Things that I need, yes, but things that I want, no. I'm not going to be able to get myself new clothes whenever I feel like I should, new shoes. Haircut is going to be very far and few between. It's life it's very hard for a single person to make their ends meet. It really is. But I'll be mentally better, and that's what counts. That's my update in my life today. I'm going to end this video here. I just wanted to make one, and I'm trying to make more, so I hope that these aren't boring for you. Let me know in the comments if they are. I hope they're not. I love you guys, and I hope you're doing well, and like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It would help me quite a bit. I know there's a lot of you who watch my videos who aren't subscribed, and it would mean the world to me if you would. I'm sending you all love, light, and peace. Take care. Bye.